Hello, we are going to present you our proposal, and the tentative title will be Pronunciation Strategies for Learners' Phonological Competencies.
The idea of a monograph comes from the necessity of including this kind of written papers in the program's portfolio, since there are no works of writing related to the pronunciation field. Furthermore, the publication of a monograph is commonly regarded as vital for careers progression in many academic disciplines. First, it is necessary to understand the evolution of the concept and what it means. In line with Kaufman and Rodriguez, a monograph is a text about scientific information with an argumentative and expository plot. It has an informative function in which the information gathered is analytically and critically structured.
Besides, Morales explained that in order to define and characterize it, it is necessary to describe, analyze, and reflect before on the process of inquiry that leads to it.
In addition, Corona stated that the aim of the monograph is provide information about the contemporary situation of a specific subject. The monograph presented today comprises different theoretical scientific research about pronunciation strategies, aiming to register a series of significant experiences of the course for future teachers and students.
And this monograph intends to accomplish its plan by analyzing information regarding to different pronunciation strategies and reporting how they can be used in learning and teaching field. By identifying not only language learning strategies but also pronunciation strategies used in English language teaching, and proposing activities that can be used with pronunciation strategies. And the last one is to determine how those strategies can be used to develop the phonological competence.
In first instance, as monographs involve a set of different theoretical sources, these concepts are the ones with which we will start building the study, the concept of pronunciation and the concept of strategies.
On the first place, Brown defines strategies as those specific attacks that we make on a problem, and explains that in language learning there are techniques and procedures used to facilitate that process. Oxford goes beyond and proposes the well-known Oxford taxonomy, in which language strategies are divided into two main groups, which are direct and indirect. Direct are those language learning strategies that directly involve the target language and require mental processing of the language. And it is divided into cognitive, memory, and compensatory strategies. Indirect strategies support language learning process, applying three different groups of strategies: metacognitive, affective, and social strategies.
The other concept is pronunciation. Pronunciation is defined as a set of oral characteristics that enable good communication. It involves different features of speech production, such as the segmental and suprasegmental features. Segmentals involve the basic units of language. In other words, it refers to those individual sounds regarding the vowel and consonant sounds, which of them are voiced or voiceless, how diphthongs are formed, and so on. In line with Burns, those factors may affect the listener's comprehensibility when it's intended to convey meaning. On the other hand, suprasegmentals, according to Jeleniaki, relate to sounds at a macro level. They differ from segmental features because they comprise elements that follows a sequence in the discourse, elements such as intonation, stress, accents, and connected speech.
Our role in this project is collectors of information. On the first stage, we are going to collect and build the pertinent bibliography and collect empirical information by interviewing professors with experience in the bilingual program's pronunciation courses.
In the second stage, we are going to organize, classify, and categorize conceptual and empirical information. Then, we are going to drop up each part of the monograph and pre-writing the first version.
The final stage is to rewrite or edit the monograph and finally submit it to the person in charge. These are some of the references that we use to work on our project. Thank you very much for your attention.
Created using Powtoon.